At INF, we just got finished recognizing the month of October as Cybersecurity Awareness Month. I hope you enjoyed the few educational videos that we were able to send your way. Now, since then, I've been asked by a few of our clients and insureds if I would talk a little bit about whether a legal malpractice policy would cover a claim that was based on cyber attack, data breach, or wire transfer fraud. So as a bonus to our October series, here we go. We'll give it a whirl. Let's take the first two, the cyber attack and data breach. My answer is going to be a pretty typical insurance answer in this situation. Maybe. It might be covered based upon the claim circumstances. And it will be truly based upon the claim circumstances. My best guesstimate is that if you submit a legal malpractice claim based upon a cyber attack or data breach, it will trigger the coverage. The carrier will review the claim issues and decide which issues are going to be covered, which issues are not going to be covered. I would believe that those issues that are considered typically a legal malpractice issue is going to be covered, and those issues that are strictly considered a cyber issue will not be covered. Now, you may in your policy have certain language that will provide a very limited amount and limited in scope coverage for some cyber events. So you might be able to glean a little bit of coverage out of your legal malpractice policy in that event. Now, the other issue, the wire transfer fraud, my answer is going to be a little bit different. I don't believe that most legal malpractice claims or most legal malpractice carriers are going to cover claims for wire transfer fraud. Most of the carriers and carrier personnel that I have spoken to believe that wire transfer fraud is a theft, and legal malpractice policy is not a theft, is not theft protection. Perhaps a fidelity bond, maybe crime coverage, or a standalone cyber liability policy. That would be the better policy where coverage would come from. Some legal malpractice policies even specifically exclude theft, wire transfer fraud, bank transfer, and the like. If you're looking for coverage to replace the physical funds that are lost from a wire transfer fraud, my suggestion to you is do not depend on your legal malpractice policy to do so. I think you'll be very disappointed. Which brings me to my last and final point, is that you need to seriously consider the purchase of a standalone cyber liability policy. It's going to protect you against a host of exposures like cyber attacks, data breaches, ransomware, phishing schemes, and so much more. So if you really want to protect yourself, the office, and your client, the purchase of a cyber liability policy is the way to go. Thanks for listening, and remember, I'm Don I, your insurance guy.